in protocol and appreciation to all the mission and culture I've been doing so far, especially with SDG4, which is where I'm very passionate with. Our organization is quite pleased to be here because of your commitment to SDG4. Because since the 2030 development agenda, and of course with the COVID-19 era, it has been very passionate for us to look into the situation of quality and inclusive education in rural communities. And this is what we are very passionate for. The UN is telling us that we should not leave anyone behind. But I'm seeing that education in rural communities are quite still lacking behind. And because during the COVID, a lot of education were going on in urban areas, but when it came to the rural communities, they were all stagnated. And so we really actually left them behind. So our concern is moving forward, how do we, in terms of the objective of Mission of Eritrea on this event, to share best practices and innovative solutions that address this challenge. How do we address or pick up the education in rural communities? Mission of Eritrea noted these innovative advances, and our organization is noting that attention should be geared towards quality and inclusive education for lifelong learning in rural communities, with significant attention towards sustainable feature of indigenous from early age, teachers, infrastructure, curriculum, teaching and learning resources, as well as enabling environment, and of course including teaching and teachers' consciousness. Because in most communities, teachers are posted there, but because of their negative conscience of imparting the actual knowledge, they tend not to go or not even do anything at all. So education in rural communities is seriously lacking. And I believe that if the mission of Eritrea, in terms of all the successes we have put in place for SDG4, that we could also look further to see how we can advance those successes into the rural communities and make you have you as a pilot nation or country that can provide a model that other countries could follow. So therefore, it is our view that consideration should be given to education protection strategies on SDG4 in rural communities. We also taking or considering the possibilities of advancing education in rural communities for brighter and sustainable future. We know that in those communities lies UN ambassadors, presidents, doctors, professionals, and if they are not given the quality education and inclusive education, we are actually leaving them behind. And also, we also need to consider the SDG in rural community for women, children, and the less privileged. Thank you, Your Excellency, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can hear the passion in when she speaks. She's a fierce proponent of not just education for women and girls, and of course, rural. And thank you for coming and thank you for sharing your insights with us. And let's continue to work to make it happen. And I see Vice President Lee from Nicaragua way over there.
I recorded.
Good afternoon, sir. You have the floor.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Sophia.